Good evening, guys. I wanted to do a little bit of a lettuce harvest with you guys from the hydroponic system. I did realize, though, that I needed to add some water. So I went ahead and got water, and I can show you how I am adding the fertilizer at the same time when I'm refilling the water. So this hole, I removed the little piece that covers it. We're just going to pour this in here, and it should take the whole thing. It's got a little gauge down here that will show me how much water it has. Okay, so that pretty much put it right to the max. And then I have two different fertilizers that I use. So this is the plant food A and plant food B. So for 1 liter being added, I'm going to do 5 milliliters of each one right into that planting hole, or I'm sorry, the watering hole. And then that's going to circulate through on its own. And then I'm just going to put this cap right back here. So the next thing that I kind of want to look at is this hydroponic garden is way overdue to be harvested. I've just getting sidetracked. So I'm going to go ahead and actually harvest a bunch of this, the outer leaves. And I'm just putting it directly into my salad spinner because I like to, regardless of whether I'm growing it inside or outside, I like to clean my lettuce. So this is a little over 2 weeks worth of growth. It's a lot. I should have been out here and harvested this sooner, but I just kind of got distracted by everything going on in life, you know. I've got some different types of lettuce here, and I'm just kind of doing like outer leaves, just to take some of these off of here, but to allow the plant to continue to grow. And usually I'll probably get at least a couple more harvests out of this tower.
I need Mom's hand. Why are you putting it in?
So another thing that I want to look at while I'm looking here is that I started some Egyptian spinach in here, and I have 2 plants growing, but they are way too big for this grow system. So I think what I'm actually going to do is take these out and split. There's 2 plants, so kind of split the sponge, try to keep the roots intact, and then I'm going to plant those into some soil with some little 4-inch pots that I have. And then at that point, I will start to harden them off, because with them being inside, even though they've been under these lights, they're not going to be able to take the full sun without a lot of damage. So it'll probably take about a week to harden those off. So I'm just going to keep doing, like I said, I'm going to leave, for the most part, the centers. This is another one, actually. I had red Malabar spinach that I had planted in here, and clearly it is going to be too big for this small system I have here. So this is red Malabar spinach. I am also going to go ahead and plant that into some soil, and I will start to harden that off as well, and that will end up out in the garden, hopefully as a more heat tolerant leafy green for the summer.
They not going to garden.
All right, so it looks like I got a couple of the red Malabar spinach here. So I'm just getting some of these really big leaves off of these lettuce. And then I can show you kind of what we do next. What I like to do is, after I clean them in the salad spinner, I will kind of pat them dry with some paper towels. And then I will store them in usually a bowl in the fridge. What I like to do is to put paper towels in the bottom to help absorb any extra moisture that might be there that would kind of make things start to spoil sooner. So that's kind of what I do to try to have the lettuce stay in good shape while I'm going through and making salads and eating it. All right, so I think that's all that I'm going to do for right now. I don't want to completely make it go bald in this garden. So I do want to be able to come back and harvest additional leaves over the next couple weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and wash these off and we will go from there. Okay, so this is what we're working with after doing the salad spinner, kind of drying things off a little bit. We got pretty much a whole bowl full of lettuce, and typically like I'll put it in a bowl like this with a lid, and I'll put it in the fridge in like the vegetable drawer, and most of the time the lettuce is usually good for, I don't know, about a week. So I just work my way through. I don't usually harvest more than like once a week, sometimes every couple weeks. It just really depends on kind of how much lettuce we're going through, the time of year, that sort of thing. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you and for joining us, and have a great night.